What's up, you guys? This is Jayden back with another video. And in this video today, I want to discuss why being bitter makes you weak. So look, man, I'm just gonna use a primary example for this video, but let's talk about the red pill. As y'all know, the red pill is a really big, community of men going their own way, and the things that they talk about, it's really, some of them are really, valid reasons. I think I've discussed in the past, but, leveling up financially, leveling up, your knowledge, all sort of things, you're bettering yourself as a man, getting yourself in shape, all that stuff is really good. But when it comes to talking about women, for example, what a lot of times happens is that these men, they make excuses. A lot of them, they've been heartbroken in the past from experiences that they've gone through, and they use that anger and resentment that they have and bitterness on women for their bad experiences, and they blame women as a problem, and they constantly blame and blame and blame and blame, and they're butthurt. They got their heart broken, and that they don't really have anybody in their lives like that who actually care about them, or whatever they think. But they're bitter and they have been broken, and it really is weak because they're blaming the counterpart, when in reality they should be looking at themselves. When people, they try to blame other people about issues and problems, it's a lack of actually being objective and looking at you as the person who's probably the one who's making the mistakes in the first place. So that's why it's important that, when it comes to, the experiences that you go through in life, sometimes anger, you get angry, and resentment and all these things, and it makes you bitter, and it makes you complain, it makes you bitch. I feel like as a man especially, that's really weak, not trying to be, especially trying to become the man that you want to be one day. If you are bitter and you're constantly complaining and blaming and all of these things, then you're weak. I remember a chapter in the book, The Way to Superior Man, speaking again on relationships. I really like using relationships in a way as example because they have so many insights on how to really level up. But he had a chapter in his book that says, live with an open heart, even when it hurts. And he discusses in that chapter, in The Way to Superior Man, when you live with a closed heart, you're basically closing yourself off of really finding true love. And when you open up your heart, you may be hurting in a way, but you are still accepting and wanting of having that love in your life. And when people, they close themselves off and they don't want that anymore, and they feel like love is not right for them and that they don't need love, you think about it, they're actually being bitter to themselves because they feel like they don't need something, they don't deserve this in their lives. But in reality, like, we all need that love, you know what I'm saying? And they go through these bad experiences and they have this anger and built up resentment towards someone, and this makes you weak as a man, especially when it comes to you blaming the counter partner and constantly saying, oh, they're trash, they're this, they're that, and that. But as I said earlier, that's why it's important that you need to look at yourself in the mirror. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like, and when you have high expectations of somebody and they fail to exceed those expectations, it makes you angry, it makes you resent them in a way. But for what reason? Because it makes really no sense to me that you shouldn't have somebody to an insanely high standard as well. Like, it really makes no sense to me at all. And that's why when it comes to you being bitter, you have to understand that you need to live more openly with your life. You need to be more accepting of others. You need to be more compassionate and empathetic, because the more bitter you become, the more closed off that you will be. And just because, let's see, example, like I said before, in relationships, you may have had your heart broken 7-8 times, and I get it, but maybe instead of constantly blaming the opposite gender, especially at that point with that many heartbreaks, geez, they're brave enough to even have that many experiences. But maybe instead of constantly, going through this repeated cycle, you need to really do some introspection. Like, you need to really look at yourself and see what is the problem, because really, in reality, a lot of the times that we can be the problems in situations that we don't think we are, and it comes from a lack of awareness. A lot of us want to be right. We want to be right in situations, but it's not even about being right. It's about really holding yourself accountable for your screw ups. And this is why I believe that, being bitter as a man can make you weak, because you are putting yourself in a situation where you're blaming others and you aren't really holding yourself accountable, and you are basically closing yourself off of many opportunities that can come in your life, like love, friendships, possible career growth, many opportunities. But when you become bitter, it makes you weak, because you've given in to the idea and the fact that you are not going to ever have any of these things in your life. You are going to be angry. You're going to just hate everybody. And I look at the comment section on videos sometimes on YouTube, and I remember when I used to watch this red pill content, and they would be talking about like how females aren't crap and anything like that. It was just really bad and not good. So learn to value yourself more, love yourself more, because when you are bitter and stuff, it's a lack of self-esteem, it's lack of self-love. You don't really truly love yourself. When you see other people succeed, it makes you angry and upset. When you see other people happy, and it makes you angry and upset because you don't have that in your life. Well, to answer all of your problems, simply look at yourself in the mirror and work on the inner struggles and the inner problems that you have, because, well, that's the key for you to really growing and becoming the best version of yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos each and every single week. Have a great day. Peace.